Hello, weary travelers, and welcome to episode 1 of History Hustle, the series that takes you on a wild ride through the lives of famous and controversial people from history. From kings and queens to artists and activists, we are diving deep into the stories that made them famous or infamous. These stories will give you all the juicy details, the scandals, and the little known facts that you won't find in your average history book. We're going to uncover the secrets behind some of history's most intriguing characters and show you just how different or similar their lives were from where we are today. So, whether you are a history buff or just looking for a good story, buckle up and get ready to hustle through history with us. Because when it comes to these famous and fascinating people, the hustle never stops. So, are you ready to dive into the wild and wacky world of history's craziest kings? Because today we're taking a look at two of the craziest kings of the past, Caligula and Henry VIII. These guys were out of control, and we're here to give you all the juicy details. We're talking scandal, we're talking affairs, we're talking power struggles, and we're talking all the crazy antics that make for a good story. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn about two of history's most infamous rulers. It's time to get wild with Caligula and Henry VIII. Let's start with Caligula. Caligula, what a guy. He was the Roman emperor from 37 to 41 AD, and boy was he crazy. I mean, we're talking off the charts bonkers. This guy was so nuts, they named a mental disorder after him. Caligula's real name was Gaius Julius Caesar Augustus Germanicus, but he preferred the name Caligula, which means little boot in Latin. This was because he used to wear miniature soldier's boots as a child, and apparently people found it cute. But let me tell you, there was nothing cute about this guy as an adult. Caligula's reign was marked by a series of bizarre and cruel actions. For example, he once declared war on Neptune, the Roman god of the sea. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think you can really declare war on a fictional deity. But Caligula was convinced that he could, and he ordered his soldiers to march into the ocean and start attacking the waves with their swords. But that was just the beginning of Caligula's madness. He was also known for his perverse proclivities, which were, shall we say, unconventional. He had a habit of sleeping with his family members, and there are even rumors that he wanted to make his favorite horse a consul of Rome. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's taking the whole man's best friend thing a little too far. But wait, it gets even crazier. Caligula once had an entire section of the audience at the Colosseum thrown into the arena to be eaten by wild animals just because he was bored. And it wasn't just random members of the audience that Caligula targeted. He was also known for his brutal treatment of his own family members, including his wife and son. His wife, Caesonia, was executed along with their infant daughter just a few months after the birth of the child. Caligula had grown increasingly paranoid and believed that his wife was involved in a conspiracy against him. As for his son, he was just a young boy when Caligula had him executed. The reasons for this are unclear, but it's possible that Caligula saw his son as a potential threat to his own rule. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's a little extreme. But Caligula didn't seem to care about the consequences of his actions. He was like a toddler with a loaded gun, and he just couldn't resist pulling the trigger. In the end, Caligula's reign came to a violent end when he was assassinated by his own guards. And honestly, I think that was probably for the best. If he had lived much longer, who knows what kind of crazy antics he would have gotten up to. So, in conclusion, Caligula was one crazy dude. From declaring war on a sea god to making his horse a consul, he was always up to something wacky. And while he may be remembered as a tyrant and a madman, at least he gave us all a good laugh. And now it's time for Henry VIII. You see, Henry VIII was a king of England who lived in the 16th century. He is known for his numerous marriages and his wild antics, which have earned him a reputation as one of the craziest kings in history. But just how crazy was Henry VIII? Steady your nerves and let's take a closer look. First of all, let's talk about Henry's marriages. He famously had 6 wives, and he wasn't exactly the most loyal husband. He divorced 2 of his wives, executed 2 of them, and one of them died while giving birth to his son. Talk about a bad track record. And let's not forget that Henry had an affair with Anne Boleyn while he was still married to his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. Smooth move, Henry. But Henry's craziness went beyond his romantic life. He was also known for his unpredictable behavior and his temper. The legend has it that he once threw a roast chicken at one of his courtiers in a fit of rage. Who throws a chicken? Honestly. And then there's the matter of Henry's weight. He was famously obese and he reportedly had to be hoisted onto his horse with a crane. Not exactly the picture of health, is he? But perhaps the most outrageous thing about Henry VIII was his sense of entitlement. He truly believed that he was ordained by God to be king and he acted accordingly. He once declared himself the supreme head of the Church of England, and he had anyone who opposed him executed. Nice guy, right? So just how crazy was Henry VIII? Well, let's put it this way. If he were alive today, he'd probably be a reality TV star. He would, in all probability, be more popular than Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and all the Kardashians combined. Because he had drama, he had scandal, and he had a larger-than-life personality. But let's not forget that he was also a tyrant who executed anyone who crossed him. So yeah, maybe let's not idolize him too much because that would be misguided and dangerous. While he was certainly a fascinating historical figure, his actions were often cruel and morally reprehensible. His treatment of his wives, his ruthless pursuit of power, and his persecution of those who disagreed with him are all evidence of his dangerous and unstable personality. Furthermore, to idolize him is to ignore the real human suffering that he caused and to perpetuate a romanticized view of history that is neither accurate nor helpful. Instead, we should strive to learn from his mistakes and work towards creating a more just and equitable society for all. That's all we have time for today, fam. But while you're here, why not check out one of our other videos? And if you like our work, please like and subscribe, leave a comment, and check out the excellent links in the description. Thanks for watching, and we hope you'll join us again in the next episode of History Hustle, my friend. Thank you.